You're listening to Rebel Spirituality with me, Sam Goldfinch. Here's the truth. Wisdom doesn't follow rules. So each week we're going to explore what it means to wake up your way so you can live a more peaceful, creative and inspired life no matter your circumstances. It's time to blaze your unique path to truth. Hey Rebels. Okay, is it time to start poking holes in all your stuff? And what could I mean by that? I don't mean, by the way, that you literally need to go and poke holes in all of the things that you own. But when it comes to our mental stuff, I think poking holes in it is a really, really powerful thing. And I found it a very powerful metaphor and a helpful metaphor for how to relate to stuff. A few weeks ago, we spoke about corrosion and how when we give ideas airtime, they start to corrode and rust, and over time they can fall away. And so that's very often the very first part of it, is just giving this thought, this difficult thought, this shameful thought, this negative thing that we've been feeling, giving it airtime, getting it out there. And this is kind of a bit of a follow-on to that. But another thing that I love to do is poke holes in things. And I've record this in honor of someone that has been in my coaching groups and stuff and has made just amazing, incredible progress in so many ways over the course of the last year or two. And I said I'd put this together. So poking holes is basically, questioning it. Is it really how you see it? Perhaps you have a story that's running and you can see that it's causing you difficulty, it's causing you pain, right? Now, in order for many people will be very aware of thought work, where you kind of dive into the story and change pieces of it or shift your beliefs and all this kind of stuff that's very common in the personal development world. Well, Sid Banks, what he used to say was, that's not going to be, it's not the ultimate help, that. Sure, you can play around with ideas and thinking in your head a little bit, but it's having an understanding of the nature of thought, having an understanding that you're in a story that's going to be the biggest thing. Seeing how it works at the principled level will wash something new from the level of source, from the unmanifested, from the formless spiritual space, and it'll bring something new to you rather than kind of playing around and tinkering with it. So the way I kind of look at this is, if you poke holes into something, which is like, is it really like that? Is that true? Does it actually, does it have to be that way? Is there another way to think about it? It can often just buy you a minute to just put it aside, put it on the back burner. It's like you've poked a few holes in it, and it's almost like the intelligence behind life has a little bit of room to just swish in and move it on through for you. So for me, it's not some kind of long, drawn-out journaling process over the course of 10 or 12 pages where we can break this thing down and work through this story or anything like that. It is just pulling it apart a little bit so there's some room for something new to come through. Because here's the thing: the space of wisdom, the formless spiritual space that informs all things, is real. It informs everything. Now it's not tangible. Like my mechanical pencil, I can't touch it and feel it in this same way, but it's touching me in every moment. It's informing and creating life. And when we're innocently lost in the idea that there isn't a spiritual space, to call it that, informing all things, we get 100% lost in the world of form. We're looking at our ideas and our stories, and we think the only thing that I could do to change this is change the circumstances out there externally. Then we go to one level deeper than that. We go, well, I could change my thinking, and then that would, and sure, but it's like, where's that happening from? Is it your intellect that's doing that? Or is it you? Is it who you really are behind the scenes that's doing that? That's what Sid was talking about, as it looks to me. He was pointing to wisdom. He was pointing to the true source of all things that has the ability to move through us and wash our conditioning away and just bring something new. And we don't have to take any of it with us. It's such a relief to know that. It's such a relief to know that. Maybe there's a part of us that's like, oh, Sam, no. I've, there's a whole bunch of ideas and thinking and stuff I've developed over years, and it's very helpful, and I have to take that with me. But do you? What are you afraid is going to happen if you let that go? Can you poke some holes in that? Yeah? What if it didn't have to be like that? What if you were supported by life? What if there were a source of wisdom that had your back all the time? What if that's who you really are? What if it was going to deliver the goods when it needed to deliver them, not before, not after, but bang on time, right on time? Yeah? So poke some holes in some of your ideas and see what happens. I'll see you soon.